Honoria witnessed the fierce struggle between Pulcheria and Eudoxia. After the marriage of his daughter with Valentinian, the Empress Eudoxia made a pilgrimage to Jerusalem. During this journey she gave at least £20,400, about 8 tons, to the church for charitable purposes. Sitting on a golden throne adorned with precious stones, she delivered a speech before the Senate of the city of Antioch and accepted that the grateful inhabitants would erect a statue to her. She returns to the capital with the chains of Saint Peter, found by her, the right hand of Saint Stephen and the portrait of the Virgin, painted by Saint Luke. After this travel, Eudoxia would begin to rule the empire, without paying attention to the ambitions of Pulcheria, and the two Augusta begin a cruel struggle. Pulcheria ordered the execution of the handsome Pauline, a master-servant and friend of Eudoxia. The rumor was circulated that he was a lover of the empress. Honoria is overwhelmed by this affair, which reminds her of the death of her handsome and cheerful Eugene. Cyrus, another friend of Eudoxia, who was prefect of the Eastern Court, is disgraced. Thus Pulcheria succeeded in cooling the feelings of her brother towards Eudoxia, beautiful and talented, but too ambitious. Honoria dreamed of honest and courageous people, direct like her. She suffered in this atmosphere of murders, intrigues and hypocrisy. She was trying to talk with her mother, but Galla Placidia was completely absorbed in the intrigues against the treacherous Aetius, so powerful thanks to the support of the Huns. She heard all the time talking about the Huns. Honoria had seen him for the first time in 425, a year of anguish for her family, when the detachments of their cavalry, in an irreproachable order with armor and gleaming weapons in the sun, passed in proud procession before the hill where she was beside his brother, who had just become emperor, and his mother had become regent. The princess was then 8 years old. She felt the nervousness of her mother and her entourage. It was Aetius who commanded this defile, and he then came often to Ravenna accompanied by his officers and the Huns' guards. There was much talk of the passage of Ambassador Orestes in the service of Attila. Then Honoria understood that the Huns are only brave and courageous men, but that their kings conduct a great policy. Like everyone else, Honoria was dazzled by the news of Attila's discovery of the golden sword of victory. She understands that Attila is also an emperor in the same way as the Roman emperors, that he is not weak and without character like her good uncle Theodosius, but, on the contrary, that he has interesting projects and the will to realize them. Honoria did not expect from her uncle military heroism or strategic art. He was a good lawyer, a great codifier of Roman law, but he did not even use that skill for managing his country. The empire was ruled by 2 Augusta in struggle and the great eunuchs. Honoria saw that the court of Constantinople copied the manners of the Persian court, foreign to her. For example, the eunuchs did not play a large part in Ravenna, while in Constantinople they were organized into a powerful corporation according to the Persian model. It was easy for them to find an agreement with Pulcheria, which limited access to the palace of men. Honoria sees in her dream Attila on a white horse with a golden sword. She had not been with a man for a long time, and she wants to love a real man so much. But Attila is, nevertheless, a barbarian. Well, what then? Indeed, his mother Galla Placidia was married to the barbarian king Ataulf. But she did this in the interests of Rome. The noble Orestes is at the service of Attila, according to him, also in the interests of Rome. But if she, Honoria, married Attila, she would do much more for Rome. Ataulf was a small chief in comparison with the Emperor Attila, behind whom follows the crowd of kings. Then will the intrigues of the perfidious Aetius cease. Rome will receive the invincible cavalry, and the frontiers of the Roman Hunnic Empire will extend to China. But Attila loves Kirka a lot. She is said to be very beautiful and very intelligent. Becoming the second wife, she, Roman princess, who was Augusta and had therefore with her Valentinian brother almost the same rights over the Western Roman Empire. No, Honoria can only be the first.
Attila kırdı. At üstünde kolun altın semseri var. Ne? Erkek görmegeli. Ne zaman aşık bolsam, nağız erkekке aşık bolsam dey. Attila bırak жабайы. Онда тұрған не бар? Менің анам Гала Пласидияда жабайлар королі Адольфтың әйелі болды ғой. Болды. Алайда ол мұны Рим империясы үшін жасаған. Сонда мен Гонория ханшайым Attилаға күйеуге шықсам, Рим үшін шексіз жақсылық жасаған болар ем ғой. Рим! Римнің жеңімпаз атты әскері болар. Римғын империясының шекарасы батыстан Қытайға дейін созылар. Attila bırak. Өзінің керек olsun. Өлерде жақсы көреді. Екінші болсам ше, ода тұрған не бар? Батыстың Августасы Гонория ханшайым үшін бұл масқара.